I think that engineers have got huge and wonderful technologies that we just as clinicians have never engaged with them. They are really crying out to work with us to try and bring some solutions to the hospital, and I think I really behooves us to work with them more closely. So here's an example. This is using what we call multi-scale modeling to look at neointimal hyperplasia, and the vascular surgeons will understand that neointimal hyperplasia is that pathological process that occurs at the anastomosis that leads to graft failure and often limb loss. So we've taken a number of different parameters of the patient and we put them through what we call computational fluid dynamics, and we model what happens both in terms of fluid stress at these junctions where when you do a FEMPOP bypass, and we look at we put all of these parameters into a different computated fluid mechanistic process. To that we add what happens in the biological aspect in terms of these cellular processes, and then compute where we think the neointimal hyperplasia is going to strike at the earliest. And then we can calculate by both the growth of the cells and the shear stress where the neointimal hyperplasia is going to be most aggressive. And you can see some of that, for the interest of time, but these areas are where most of the neointimal hyperplasia occurs, which is at the lower end of an anastomosis. And so we can do several simulations of these and come up and compare them with the real life situation and see whether we can get patient data at an early stage to see who's going to be more aggressively prone to the neointimal hyperplasia and vascular graft occlusion at an early stage. Even though we do graft surveillance, this would allow us to do much more simulations more frequently, because there's a huge burden on the ultrasonographers to do frequent scanning of these patients. And essentially the idea is to locate the neointimal hyperplasia using this model. So all it remains is for me to thank the association for giving me the time to come and share some of my work with you today. My colleagues at the University of Leeds who've been incredibly patient as I have done all these different things. The other universities where I work, but really a special mention for my medical students in surgical trainings. They really are the joy of my life, and they have given me a tremendous and very, very charmed existence to date. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Shravanti. I'm sure some of you may want to ask a question or two from Shravanti. Are there any questions? Yeah.